Today's vehicles are increasingly equipped with advanced driver assistance systems, and at the heart of many of these is the Electric Power Assist Steering System, or EPAS. As a technician, it's critical to understand these systems and how they impact your work. There are three main types of EPAS systems: column-mounted, electric hydraulic, and electric rack and pinion systems. While customers may not care which one they have, you need to be familiar with the type and its specific repair challenges. The first step in diagnosing an EPAS issue: always consult the service manual. It's not optional. Service information provides essential details about sensors, integration with other vehicle components, and service procedures. However, don't expect step-by-step instructions. Thorough diagnostics are still required. Many EPAS issues can be resolved by updating the control module software, so don't forget to check for technical service bulletins. Software reprogramming is often the key to a successful repair. Proper tools are crucial. Diagnostics for EPAS systems require equipment like a digital volt-ohm meter, a DVOM, current indicator, and scan tools. Without them, accurately diagnosing the issue is impossible. Start your diagnostics by verifying the vehicle's battery is correct and fully charged. Without the proper battery, there may not be the required amperage available to properly operate the system. Check the battery state of charge. Just like the correct battery, it needs to be at a full stated charge level. Again, without this, the system may not operate or test properly. Check for corrosion. The green death will cause the same problems for transfer of needed current. Clean those terminals. Look for loose connections. Loose connections cannot transfer current or signals at the required rate. Check poor grounds. Errant codes can many times be caused by loose or corroded grounds. In today's vehicles, there are many system grounds. Check them. Voltage drop test power and grounds. Just because a connection or conductor looks good, test it and be sure. If these systems don't have the correct voltage and amperage, they will not test or operate properly. EPAS systems are often integrated with the vehicle's advanced driver assistance systems. Features like lane correction and collision avoidance rely on EPAS. Whenever you service the steering, ensure the ADAS system is properly calibrated afterward. A proper diagnosis ensures that the system functions as intended and that your customer's vehicle returns to the road safely. You may encounter 4 common failures in EPAS systems. 1. Water ingression. If the unit isn't properly sealed, water can cause electrical problems or rust. 2. Belt wear. Some systems use an internal belt that can stretch or break, leading to a loss of assist. This is usually most notable in trucks, especially those that have been modified with larger tires or have heavy equipment mounted over the front axle. 3. Torque sensor failure. This sensor sends incorrect data, triggering improper assist or trouble codes. 4. CAN network issues. A failure in communication between modules can result in loss of assist or diagnostic trouble codes. And it's always helpful to check for power supply or ground issues. Many EPAS units require software updates, even those labeled as plug and play. With nearly 60% of vehicles needing a control module update, this is a step you can't afford to skip. Sometimes repair isn't an option. Once a component failure is detected, most OEMs prescribe replacement of the complete assembly rather than repairing the part in the field. Remember, make sure you're well equipped with the right tools and training to deal with today's steering issues. Proper diagnostics and communication with customers can turn EPAS repairs into a profitable opportunity.